Oh, thank you.
It is. And then
Good afternoon.
And into executive session, right?
I'm now going to call the Norfolk County Commission meeting for Wednesday, December 29th, January 29th, 2025 to order. On Wednesday, March 29th, 2023, Governor Healy signed into law Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, an act making appropriations for fiscal year 2023, which includes a 2-year extension for the option for public bodies to hold remote meetings by suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20. That action was effective immediately, extending the current option for remote meetings through March 31st, 2025. Welcome, everyone. I've asked if you could stand and join me in saluting the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Take the roll. Commissioner Stady.
I am present, sir.
Commissioner Collins. Commissioner Shea is present. We have a quorum. Thank you.
I want to make a motion, Chairman.
Motion to go into executive session. Sure.
So under item 3, motion to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, subsection A, subsection 3, discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation. If an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares.
That's what we're using, right?
I have declared
Oh,
and
wait, do I have to keep on
I
reading?
was gonna say, aren't there other ones?
Oh, yeah, keep on reading.
Yeah.
So the next one is, also the motion is pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, subsection A, subsection 3, purpose 3, for the purpose of discussing strategy as it relates to a collective bargaining agreement grievance filed by the Norfolk County Registry Unit, AFSCME Council 93, Local 2417, as an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the committee as declared by the chair, and pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21, subsection A, subsection 2, purpose 2, for the purpose of holding a collective bargaining agreement grievance meeting with the Norfolk County Registry Unit, AFSCME Council 93, Local 2417.
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman, as presented by Commissioner Collins.
on a motion going into executive session. Take a roll call. I might say that we will be returning for regular business after the executive session.
Right.
On the motion, Commissioner Stady.
Yes. I vote
Commissioner
yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Commissioner Shea votes yes. We are in executive session. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're back on regular session of the Wednesday, January 29th, 2025 meeting in Norfolk County Commission. Commissioners, your attention is to item number 4, which is minutes of the last 2 regular meetings.
Richard, do you want to make the motion or me?
Oh, I was getting ready for this thing.
Minutes.
Yeah, I'll move approval of the meeting minutes as presented.
For both January 15th and January 22nd?
Yes, sir.
All right.
15 and 22, right?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote January 15th. Second.
No, we did them both.
Oh, we did both.
Yeah.
January 15th and January 22nd.
Yes.
3-0. Thank you very much. Appointments, number 5, I have none. Public comment. Each week at our meeting, we have a session on our agenda for public comment, which allows anyone who wants to come in and make a public comment to join us and make that public comment, whether in person or on Zoom. Is there anyone out in Zoom land, so to speak, that has any public comment? Any public comment? Director Cronin, have you any knowledge of anyone with public comment?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay. Last call. Public comment. Seeing none, number 6 is done. We'll go to number 7, old business. We have no old business today. Thank you. Number 8, personnel matters for consideration. We have several, one at the agricultural school and then several at the golf course. Commissioner Stady.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'll move for the Norfolk County Agricultural High School Notice of contingent employment for Jennifer Coes of Attleboro as a substitute instructor at the rate stated, effective date of hiring 1/30/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor? Aye,
Aye.
it is a motion.
Now,
The
Mr. Chairman.
next, the recreation facility.
Yes, sir. At the Wallaston Recreational Facility, Mr. Chairman, we have a considerably long number and a long list of people who are resigning at a set time of year when the course is, because of winter. These are seasonal employees. So rather than read each person, I'm going to move that we approve at the Wallaston Recreational Facility the notice of resignations for the list of people submitted to us, beginning with Carol Arnold of Canton and finishing up with the person on the fourth page, Joshua Green of Stoughton, with the exception of, and I'm going to make sure we leave out one person, Michael Doyle. I'll move that we approve the resignation of the people as seasonal golf associates at the rate stated. All of them have the same rate. All of them effective date 1/8/25.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to accept the resignations of 44 people. I took
Take one out.
one out
Yeah.
as seasonal employees of our Wallaston Recreation Facility. All in favor?
Aye. Now, Mr. Chairman, a second motion on that facility. I'd also move approval of the notice of resignation for Michael Doyle. Let me just get the address, 1 second. And then he is of Milton, Mass. And that's for the same job, seasonal golf associate, rate stated and effective 1/8/25. So moved.
And I'll abstain from that one.
Okay, on the notice of Michael Doyle resigning as a seasonal golf course associate. All in favor?
Aye.
That's 2-0. Thank you.
And an abstention. And
One
an
abstention.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you.
I notice we have next under employment, we have some employee milestones here. In no particular order, we have Commissioner Peter Collins as of 1/4/95. As of 1/4/2025 has completed 30 years of service.
Amazing.
Commissioner, congratulations. We have Amy Baker of the Wallaston Recreation Facility. Her anniversary is 1/8/1990 was her appointment date.
Wow.
She has completed 35 years. Congratulations to Amy. We have Brian Kelly of the Norfolk County Agricultural School. His date is 1/26/2015. That's 10 years. And Terry Lopes, Timothy Lopes, also of the high school, 1/26/205/215, which is 10 years. So congratulations
Wonderful.
to our 4 associates on their career years. Thank you.
Certificates for you to sign.
And certificates,
Beautiful.
the certificates are in the mail.
Okay.
Payroll and expense warrants, number 9.
Mr. Chairman, we have 2 items. I move approval for the warrant list of 12925. The first one, payroll of the county 25-30. Move approval of the amount of $147,413.39. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Is a vote.
And the
Next,
second one is the expense of the county, 1-425. Move approval of the sum $720,887.26. So moved.
Second.
second, motion made, seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
It
Mr.
is
So
a
we
vote.
had-
Mr. Chairman, may I call for a brief recess? I need to check one item, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Motion for brief recess while Director Cronin checks on one item. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Yes, John, check. Session on item,
There we go.
thank you. We're back in regular session, item number 10.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make an amended motion to the warrant list of 12925, reflecting an extra expense that involves an opioid grant. So I'm going to amend the warrant list reading of
Right.
010425, expense for the county. And the new number now will be $722,387.26. So moved.
Second.
Okay, because we
We add
put one more opioid
opioid
grant.
grant.
Okay,
for the
Motion
town.
made and seconded on the amended number of 722,389. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Okay, number 10, report from the procurement department on bid openings and contract awards. Maureen, please.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, I believe we have two.
Yes, there are two contracts / amendments that we are presenting. Good. And one is for services with the Abrams Group, and the other is an extension for investigative services. And it's just a 60-day extension on a contract that is going to expire.
Okay. On the contract. Motion, please.
So what's the first one, Abraham Group? What's that about?
They have. Oh, go on, go
I'll
on.
speak to it. Commissioner, as you may know, Mark Abrahams was hired by the county several years ago, and after his product was delivered, his son Matthew has been retained the last couple of years to help us evolve the way that we produce and prepare the county's annual budget. We've been examining different software packages to take the product that currently exists in Tyler and make it into a more readable and usable document. Last year, and to date, we have not been successful finding an answer to that without wholly displacing the Tyler product. So last year, we invested some time with Matthew to format what became the final product by streamlining it in Excel. So Matt will continue to assist our Director of Administration and Budget, Phil Iantosca, and myself in ways to help streamline the Tyler product, find ways to exert more use out of Tyler, as well as expand and use the data into an Excel format going forward. So he's become an invaluable contributor to the annual budgeting process, and we think we'll need him for at least the next year or two. We only use him briefly during budget season. That's it.
Okay. And this was helpful for us in terms of budget preparation,
Invaluable.
in terms of what we're doing.
Invaluable, incredibly talented individual. He did a
Okay.
lot of the financial work that you may recall seeing in
Actually,
the
yeah.
Abrams Group.
I thought it was a 1-year deal. I didn't know it was going to be with us every year, but all right, yeah, it's makes.
Well, that product was. We're now. We're
He
now.
helped out
on
with
to-
the capital, didn't he?
He
He
did.
did. Remember the capital?
This is a separate contract from that.
Okay. All right, so a motion on that one. Where am I?
Service agreement, yep.
The service agreement with the Abrahams Group at the rate stated and as outlined and dated this date, and the terms as outlined as well. How's that? All right,
Second.
so moved. Yep.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Second one, consulting contract amendment for services with comprehensive investigations and counseling ongoing.
Now, what's that one? Where are we at?
The commissioners have engaged a contract with this firm already. They require additional time to complete the product. So you're extending the contract to allow for that.
Oh, okay. So he's not finished.
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Motion to extend.
Motion to extend?
It extends the timeline, not the value.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That contract is also extended. Maureen, anything else?
That is all, sir.
Thank you.
You need to leave signed right now, right?
Don't have to leave. Yeah, we don't need to
Peter, you signed where my name was, but that's okay.
Okay.
If this is,
go.
he signed it in the wrong spot.
Oh, okay. That's
No, you signed underneath that. Joe signed in the wrong spot.
I signed it
Joe
wrong.
did.
well, that's
Yeah,
okay.
you signed right
Oh,
there.
okay.
I'm
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Report of the county
I apologize. I'm
director.
sorry.
As long as I get to blame somebody and it wasn't me.
No, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Commissioner. Just a few items. So I wanted to alert the commissioners that we are very active right now.
29.
We're about halfway done with the mid-year performance evaluations for the department heads. I've had the pleasure of meeting with each of them over the last several years during this process to set goals and then mid-year evaluate the progress towards them. So far this year, it's been very good. Great feedback from each of the DHs on how they're achieving their various goals to improve the services that they deliver here in county government. So we're underway, about halfway done. I should finish them up in the next week or so. I just wanted to alert the commissioners that there was a matter, a very public matter that surfaced in the press yesterday that initially had an impact on your RSVP program. As the current Trump administration paused federal financial assistance through an executive order or a bulletin, I should say, from the Office of Management and Budget. I spoke with your RSVP director, Robert, about the impact of this particular decision. The county commissioners may know we receive federal funding for this program through AmeriCorps, and we also subsidize or match the program through county resources. So while we were concerned about the long-term impact of this decision and our ability to carry on the services, I asked Robert to reach out to the program director to figure out how they would recommend we handle the services if this pause in federal financial assistance were sustained. And as you now know, a judge has interceded. I believe it is U.S. District Judge Lauren Ali Khan, who temporarily blocked the order to maintain the status quo while further litigation can play out. The order applies only to existing programs and will expire February 3rd. I understand today the administration has withdrawn its interest in this particular approach. So while yesterday's announcement caused some consternation with the land of federal grant management, I just want to let you know we did have an internal dialogue. We've been beginning to develop a plan. If anything like this happens in the future that jeopardizes this grant or any other grant, I will let you know. I also wanted to alert the commissioners that I did text your superintendent at the Aggie, and I know your trustees, and he said we should be okay if it were to be implemented. As of the moment, it only applied to discretionary grants, but no one is exactly sure how the administration would define that. So as it is, we are no longer in the position of dealing with it, but you never know what will come next. I just want to let you know we were thinking about it and beginning to put some pieces in place.
It's actually really very prudent.
So
It's very prudent, very smart.
Yeah, well, please keep us informed.
Yeah, very
Needless
smart.
to say,
I think we're
you
just
know,
seeing
we're
it.
going,
I think we're
you
seeing the
know,
tip
you
of the
get
iceberg.
scared, but we're, you know, well,
There could be more things coming.
on Friday, I will have a Zoom call with the Norfolk County Retirement System to go over their schedule of retirement liability costs. The commissioners may remember last fall, I was working with them. They're bringing me closer to the actuary who built up the model. So I'll have a chance to interact with this firm to learn more about how they determined what our risk factors were and how that calculation came to be. I'll report back on whatever comes out of that meeting. I'm very much looking forward to it. I want to let the commissioners know that last week I held a Zoom with Commissioner Stady and an interested vendor who's working with a state grant program to potentially provide level 2 EV charging stations. The vendor works directly with utility companies who draw upon the state grant program. During our conversation, it was made clear that our prior grant, which was going to provide a similar solution behind the registry, dried up. That was called a fast charging grant. The funding from the state for those particular solutions has expired. It's gone. However, the level 2s are still in play. This vendor presents as a potential partner. They were going to advance some ideas to us electronically, and we'll proceed with them as a potential partner as far as we can go. And if we can make applications, we certainly will.
If I could, very quickly, Mr. Chairman, I
yes.
ran into the gentleman, just coincidence, that at the MMA trade show, they were there. And I didn't even know they were going to be there. So they're very anxious to continue talking to John and us and see what they can do to get these
Okay,
things moving forward.
is the former
So-
town manager Milton still affiliated with those?
No.
Okay,
Well, this is a separate group.
okay,
They're
that's
not,
what I
it's
thought.
not Mr. Dennehy, but no,
Okay, okay,
he's doing something else. But these guys seem very interested in working with us and getting something done.
More on that later. Just want to alert the commissioners that we're still active with ARPA, as you know. We've done a lot of administration work. We have a very important quarterly filing milestone due at the end of this month. I want to thank our Assistant County Director, Joe Diori, and his staff, as well as all of the communities that report up through Clifton Larson, who files this report with Joe's signature on behalf of the county. It's a major milestone because it will finally reflect the actual spending that you approved as of 12/30/24. A reminder to anyone listening, budgets are due next week, February 4th. And then finally, I'm so happy to report that members of this location and this address survived the great Norfolk County earthquake on Monday. At 10:22, this office shook repeatedly. It was unmistakably an earthquake, and
Really?
we later learned about it.
Yeah.
Something that originated off the coast of Maine as a 4.1 Richter scale earthquake. But we survived. The building withstood
Good.
the shake, rattle, and roll, but we're here to tell the story. Thank you. That's all I have. Mr.
Okay.
Commissioner.
That's actually a good point, though, to see if John or someone did a quick survey of our other buildings to make sure there's no damage.
Yeah.
From the earthquake. There was
No
some.
reported damage.
Okay, that's good news.
Mhm.
Thank God. That's good. Quite a
Just-
meeting.
Thank you.
Just to point out, last week you elected to proceed with a disaster recovery solution outside the Dedham area. So, in the event that this block was impacted,
Yeah.
under the new scenario, we'd be able to operate
Yeah.
some miles away. So you never know what's coming when the
No,
nature speaks.
No,
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Anything else for Director Cronin? Number 12, emergency items and topics the chair did not reasonably anticipate. I have none. 2 weeks in a row. This is good. Okay, I'll take a motion to adjourn, gentlemen.
okay. I move we adjourn at 3:20, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. We'll be meeting in full session next week. Thank you very much.